Hi guys! Do you know what 2025 is? It is the 65th anniversary of SEGA, which is pretty weird. It's like kind of strange to think that SEGA is around the same age as my dad. There is this really cool album that just came out that I'm so excited to check out today. It's basically an album celebrating SEGA's anniversary. This is a joint album led by Kamikaze Bitch and Melody's Zone. There are a number of different artists who worked on this album. Just give us a ton of different music from all these really well-loved SEGA games. Honestly, a lot of these I'm kind of surprised to see on here because some seem a little niche, which I really like about it. It's going to be released on Friday, which is probably the day I'm going to upload this. But either way, I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check out this album. I want to check out the ones that I am familiar with and see how they sound on this album. Let's start out with Jet Set Radio's Electric Toothbrush. The artists who worked on this are A-Bug and Kamikaze Bitch. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from Jet Set Radio since I did that video. Well, that's not true. I've listened to this song, Electric Toothbrush, and then a couple other songs, but this is a really cool rework of this song. Just sounds a lot more modern. But then again, Electric Toothbrush I feel was kind of ahead of its time and fits in to more modern stuff. It's also super chill, just background music. Yeah, there's some elements of like future funk and more of those more modern genres. But it so works with this composition of Electric Toothbrush. Super cool. Something caught my eye on here, and it's the Rez Buggie Running Beeps song. Oh, yeah, I very recently discovered Rez through the video where I'm reacting to music that my patrons suggested. It was one of those games where a lot of people were commenting, you need to really play the game to appreciate the soundtrack because the soundtrack goes so hand in hand with the gameplay and the visuals and everything, which I totally understand. So it's interesting that there is a Rez song included on this album. I'm curious to check it out. Let's see. And this track is from Funky Time Machine as well as Kamikaze Bitch. I think it sounds a bit fuller than the original version. But if you're a fan of Rez, and you grew up playing Rez, I'm sure this resonates a lot more with you. Ooh, that time stretching. Really cool. I feel like this version adds a little bit more flair, and it's easier to listen to without the gameplay. Okay, you know, there's a Sonic Adventure. If there's Sonic songs on here, I gotta check them out. Especially Sonic Adventure, Egg Carrier. Y'all, this is one of my favorite tracks from Sonic Adventure. If you watch my tier list video, you know Egg Carrier is such a banger. This actually is from the artist Saturday Morning Cartoons. Let's hear it. Okay, it feels like maybe the tempo's a little slower, but it still has that super full sound. Just love the changes in this song. You hear that bass line? Ooh, that dissonant harmony on the melody there. Just wonderful. It's like if Egg Carrier couldn't get any more chill, now it has. Just always love the melody in this song. It's so, you know, it's kind of climbing up and down, and it's very interesting. Okay, there's a Nights into Dreams track on here. The artist on this one is Chief Takenawa. I'm excited to hear this. Nights into Dreams always has such great tracks. Wow, this is like, this is tickling my brain. All of these are so chill. Oh. That synthy, super synthy part next to the piano. Oh. It just itches the part of my brain that I want scratched. I don't know how to explain it, but this super like well-produced kind of sound, it always just like satisfies me when I hear it directly into my ears. Ooh, all right. I like that little chromatic part. That is a jam. I absolutely love that one. That one was so freaking cool. Driving at nighttime, it's just a perfect chill mood kind of song. Okay, this is interesting. Sonic Adventure 2, and the track is For True Story. Yeah, I believe this is the track like right before you fight Shadow. That's an interesting choice for sure. I never would have expected that that's what they would choose from SA2, but I don't dislike the song at all. So let's see their spin on it. Ooh. Got a real drum and bass feel. The bass is insane. But of course there's still that, you guys taught me those lyrics in my SA2 tier list video. Y'all were like, hey, these are the lyrics. This part always sounded weird to me as a kid, but now I love it. I love how weird it sounds. I absolutely love what they did with the bass on this tune. It deserves that like bass booming sound. Yeah, the cool syncopation and just the whole slow feeling of it. Awesome. Makes it sound oddly more menacing and scary than the original version. That is cool. I would take like 12 more Sonic Adventure tracks, Sonic Adventure 2 tracks rather, but I know this is a SEGA album, it's not just a Sonic album. Man, but I just love the music of SA2, and that is such a cool song to remake and imagine. All right, there's a song on here that is from Space Harrier. Do you guys know this game? I really don't know much about it other than I have heard the main theme of it. And the main theme is just such a sentimental sort of tune. It's very catchy. So I'm very curious to hear what Kamikaze Bitch has done with this tune. Let's see. Yeah, see, it has these super sentimental chords. It's a great track. It's a real old game. Of course, this has made it more of like an upbeat, almost dance track. But it has the kind of chord progression that could work with just any genre, you know? Every time I hear this song, it makes me like emotional. Yeah, it's a lot more of a dance-friendly version of that song. I mean, you could always bob your head to that song, but this one's a little bit more upbeat, and I just love it. I love what they've done with it. And to finish it off, I have to check out this Sonic R tune, okay? Supersonic Racing, hell yeah. Artist on this one is Leon Fort. Let's see. Yeah, everything is super chill. Even the more upbeat ones, they feel very chill. Some like beats to study to, perhaps. Supersonic racing. Look around. Absolutely love this part. Wonderful chords. I can almost hear TJ Davis in my mind. Well, from what I've heard, obviously I'm not super familiar with every single SEGA track on here, but I will be listening to this full album. If you guys want to check it out, it's freshly released, so I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can support Melody Zone and Kamikaze Bitch with this super cool homage to all of the amazing composers and musicians who have ever worked at SEGA and contributed to a lot of our childhoods and just gave us this amazing music. Even if you don't like some SEGA games, like, they always had the best music, I swear. Really cool to celebrate the 65th anniversary of SEGA. We're gonna pick the song of the day now. I used to film the wheel, but just take my word for it, okay? I'm gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna cut out some of the extra footage that I always put in, and let's do it. Fried Eggs with Spam is the winner, so let's see what they chose this month. They wanted to have some summer music in this suggestion. Windmill Isle Day song from Sonic Unleashed. This is really funny because if you've watched any of my videos, almost every video has background music from the Windmill Isle Night stage. And I've never heard the day version, so I'm very keen to hear it since I listen to the night version every single time I'm editing a video. But I've only heard a few select tracks from Sonic Unleashed. I know that's a crime, and I should go straight to jail for that. I'm hoping to listen to the full soundtrack at some point, but for now, let's hear the day version of Windmill Isle. Oh, I have heard this. Here we go! Because I can hear that in my head. Okay, I was under the impression it was a different track, but this is such a good track. Oh my god. I just love the aesthetic of the Sonic Unleashed soundtrack. It's so, I don't know, it's so its own thing. They combine that orchestra, they combine that more like classic Sonic kind of electric style that's in the adventure games. It's just such a unique soundtrack. So well composed. Yeah, and if you don't have a summer playlist yet, add this to it. One of the few parts of Sonic Unleashed I did play was this stage, because I've heard it quite a few times. So I'm hearing the yeah, woo! That Sonic is consistently yelling through this stage. Ah, this is a perfect pick to end this on. I didn't even know that it was gonna be a Sonic song, but it works. It's bringing us home for this topic. Perfect one to end it on. Thanks for that pick, Fried Eggs with Spam. Thank you guys for listening and watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
Cut.